Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series of Endless Legend. The game just recently had a pretty big update and is now in beta, and with it comes a few important changes, and I figured what the hell, we have to play this game again and try out these new features. They've added two new major factions, which we are going to be taking a look at, and we are definitely going to be taking one of them for our new game. They've also added trade routes and all that kind of stuff, as well as improved diplomatics is what I had read, and also harbors and the whole ship thing and colonizing other continents. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting. This game is a lot of fun, so I figured, you know, as soon as I saw the beta, I'm like, yeah, I have to try this game again. So let's go ahead and create a new game, and let's check out some of the stuff. So we're gonna go 4 empires. I don't want a big game. It's, you know, I want this series to go by relatively quickly, I guess. Difficulty, actually there's no changes in here. We have to stick with the early access stuff. But yeah, so 4 empires, large regions. I kind of like large regions. I guess I could do normal. I'll do normal just because it's the default, actually. Temperature will go temperate, make sure so that it's well balanced. World shape, absolutely 2 continents. I want to try the whole continent thing and the whole ship stuff, so we will try that. World size, normal. The advanced settings, we're just going to keep the defaults. So this is one of the new factions, the Ardent Mages. And, well, what did they get? They get Power Through Pain, which can use Arcana Pillars and Spells. I'm not quite sure what this is, but I have to say I'm quite intrigued, and I'm probably going to be trying these out instead of the other faction, actually. What do they get? They get their they get a ranged unit, a flying unit, and a Warlock Infantry, which is interesting, but we'll test that out once we're in the game and we actually get them. They get Arcana of Agility, which is +1 Pillars of Speed on Empire, not sure what this means, as well as +1 Incantation of Haste on Empire. I'm not sure what that is either, so I guess we'll find out as we play this faction. And Arcana of Matter, +1 Pillar of Knowledge on Empire, +1 of Incantation of Defense on Empire. These are texts, by the way, so I'm not sure what these texts actually do, but I guess we will find out. So that's pretty much it for the game setup. We're going to go single player. Oh yeah, that's another thing they've added to the game, is now multiplayer is now available, up to 6 players. Apparently the final release is going to allow up to 8-player multiplayer, so that should be kind of interesting. So yeah, let's start this up. We are going to be... Oh, actually, we might as well just take a quick look at the new one. The Roving Clans is the other major faction that they've added. Now this one, actually, the reason I'm not taking them is that they can't actually declare war. It's one of their things. They got a lot of things, actually. Nomadic cities, can relocate cities and ground districts at will. So that could be interesting if it works the way I think it does. Cuts both ways, which is 10% of each transaction made by another empire. I'm not sure what that means. Like, I mean, does this mean if another empire and someone else makes some kind of transaction, we get 10% of that? That could be interesting if that's the way it works, but I'm not quite sure. Insider trading could be interesting. Additional information on the marketplace use. So that, I'm not sure what additional information would be, but I like the sound of that, actually. Keys to the market, can use the market ban option. I'm not sure what that is. It might have been there before and I just didn't notice it, or it's a new thing. I'm not sure what the ban option is, but again, that sounds kind of interesting. Make trade, not war. Cannot declare war, and this is what threw me off. I kind of want to do the whole war thing, so not being able to declare war is a little bit not my style right now. So, I mean, not to say that I wouldn't want to try these guys out at some point, but for now, you know, I'd rather be able to declare war. Mercenary comforts, ×2 life on mercenaries, +1 movement on mercenaries, so that's actually pretty good. They want you to be purchasing mercenaries, obviously. Peace and prosperity. Commercial and research agreements automatically ratified with peace. Okay, not sure what that would mean. And here are their 3 units. They get a infantry, a ranged, and cavalry as well. So that's actually pretty strong. These are my 3. I'm not too keen on the whole flying units, to be quite honest. I like the range units if you start with them. Cavalry are pretty good because they can move pretty good amounts. Actually, that's weird. The cavalry unit has 6 speed, but this guy here has... Oh yeah, 5 speed, okay. Oh no, 5 speed, no, 7 speed on this one here on the ranged unit, so that's a little bit strange. Actually pretty good units. Anyways, they start with Imperial Coinage, Mercenary Market, and Rookery, so they can purchase units or heroes right off the bat, pretty much, which is interesting. And Imperial Coinage is always something that you have to go for immediately, so it's kind of nice that they start with it. But no, I think I want to try this whole mage thing, to be quite honest. I mean, being able to cast spells seems like that could be interesting. The power through prayer can use arcana, pillars, and spells. So there are spells in the game, apparently, and I can't wait to try them out. So let's go ahead and start this game up. And let's see what we can do. I haven't played the game in quite some time, actually. Well, quite some time, I guess. Maybe 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. I don't know. I played a good amount of the alpha, actually. I have to say that the game had me hooked. It was pretty damn interesting. For an alpha game especially. I couldn't believe how awesomely well polished the game was for alpha, and obviously it didn't stay in alpha too long because the beta is already out, so that's probably a good sign. That means the official release is probably, what, just a few months away, actually. Usually if a game goes beta that quickly, after just maybe 5 or 6 weeks of alpha, I'm actually not sure. I mean, I have a bad way of determining time sometimes. So here we go. We got a new minor faction right next to us. This playthrough, or this LP game or playthrough, whatever you want to call it, is not going to be like I guess a tutorial guide, because my alpha LP series was kind of that already. So we're just gonna go in there and just play, and I'll assume that if you're watching this, you're already aware of how the game basics function. This is a pretty odd looking terrain here. Let me quickly click this here. I want to see what the best spot would be. This is a very nice tile. I want to be able to work this. 2 food, 2 hammers, and 2 science is very nice. Now we are playing on continents, so we do want to be coastal. I don't know if the game actually tells us coastal. No, it doesn't tell us. This says river, so I don't think it's coastal. From coastal waters. I'm not sure if this actually connects to anything, but anyways, I think I haven't played the game in a while, and I don't know what the right move is. There's not a lot of food here. This is the problem. There is 3 food on this tile, and if I move down here, that's not a great spot. Decisions already, man. Wow. Honestly, I'm at a loss as to what the right place to move is. Do I move right here? I mean, I'm going to get a lot of good research. I'm just not going to get a lot of food. Actually, if I stay on spot, though, I can grow pretty quickly. And I could get some production. Not much, though. You know what? I think just because I'm not 100% sure of what I want to do, I'm just gonna stay here. There is a river, and I think rivers do something for trade routes, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and just settle here. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. There we go. Oh, actually, yeah, we gotta choose our location. This is this. Here we get 3 food, you get some research, some money. I can always use a district to advance to somewhere that has more food. Then again, right here. Then on the next one I can go onto the river tile, which is not all that great either. Honestly, this is a pretty crappy location now that I think of it. I don't think I want to settle on this tile here because it's a 4 tile that's actually not too bad. I think I'm going to move here and settle here. Actually, I'm going to do that. Do it right there. Shkadaboosh. Done. So, what do we go for first? I'm just trying to remember the basics here real quickly. Well, you know what? Let me actually choose a research first. So we start with this. Okay, they are new techs. Interesting. Okay, so they've added new techs. Unless they were there before and I just didn't realize it. But it seems like they're new. I think this lower part only had these 3 here before, so... language square, which is actually not too bad. So let's go with the basics. Let's go with the fundamentals. We want to grow bigger right away, right? So we're probably going to go with seed storage. Or do I go with the mill foundry? I don't know what I like better. Production right off the bat and then growth, or growth and then production? That is the question. You know what, I'm going to go with the growth. Whatever, we're still trying out things, but I will immediately queue up this one, and in fact, we'll probably do the Empire Mint right after, and most likely the public library, because money in this game is everything. So there we go. So we got our research done. We start with 50 gold, so let's queue up a building. Really, there's not that many buildings we can do, so we might as well go with the Founders Memorial, which will definitely help grow the city. So it's 7 turns for this. I mean, you could go for a unit right away, but we do start with an army. At least we did in the alpha, so I'm assuming it'll be the same way here. Right. How do I... Okay. There we go. I forgot how to use that for a second there. Okay, so we got our hero here, which is a support hero. Ew, not too keen on that. I like the more aggressive heroes. A decent attack, though. That 25 attack's pretty freaking good. Now, support in this game, in the alpha, it was a little bit confusing as to what the point was, really. I mean, for me, support makes your surrounding army stronger with spells and stuff, but it didn't seem to work all that well in the alpha. Like, sometimes it would heal the character, sometimes it would just flat out not do anything, and you would just click the unit and there was like no option. So hopefully they've changed that, and we'll get to see if they've improved on that front of the game. But so we do, okay, so a support character, okay, well, you know what, that's the way it is. And we start with 2 infantry units. Really, we don't start with the range unit. Ah, okay, well, you know what, let's just start scouting. Really, that's what we have to do. So this is our region right now. Well, there is a, no, this is a village. I might as well go attack it right now while they're weak. Not sure that's the best thing to do, but we should be able to... Oh, this has changed. They don't have a hero. Okay, we have our hero. Hold position, offensive. Let's go offensive because we have infantry units. Okay, so they've changed this a little bit. It looks a little bit nicer, actually. I kind of like this, although it's just a different way of showing it. Choose your global strategy. Determines how to... I wonder where we can go for this. Choose your participation mode. I wonder how this works. Anyways, I'll look into that after this episode. It might not be implemented yet, but I like that. Choose a global strategy. I like the sound of that, to be quite honest. Anyway, so let's go offensive and yeah, ready to fight, I guess. Let's see what happens here. So far combat looks relatively the same. Right, so we have to advance units towards the enemy. Yeah, we might as well. We want to start... Actually, yeah, our characters get the initiative, except for our main character. Okay, we'll do that. Deployment's done. Let's do ready. We might have... Since there's only 2, we'll just focus. Focus fire, basically. Doesn't really matter. Do I have any spells here? Strategy. No, this was there before. You can do different things. Why is my attack green and at 35 right now? I don't understand. Do these guys give something? Your attack is 37. Your attack is 30. What's increasing? Oh, is it? Oh, we're on the hill. I think that's what that is. You get more attack when you're on hills. Right. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But it's kind of nice, though, that it's highlighted now. It wasn't like that in the alpha. So that's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and launch. I'm a little worried. I haven't played the game in a while, and I'm like, am I doing this right here? Ooh, I took a lot of damage there. Right. Oh, we might actually lose a unit right off the bat. I would not like that at all. Let's see if the AI is smart here. No, actually we killed it. Nice. We will lose this unit though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're gonna lose a unit, which I don't like. Oh no, we got lucky. Did we? Oh. Oh, actually we will succeed. I can't believe this. I don't understand combat though. They said it's changed. What's this do? Incantation of haste. Oh, I can cast a spell for gold. That's what these things are. +5 defense on units in a circle of 1 tile for 2 turns. 30 gold. Wow, we're gonna want money with this empire. Okay, so there are the spells. 6 combat on units in a circle of 1 tile for 2 turns. Well, at this stage it doesn't matter. We should be able to kill this guy off like right now. But that's cool to know that this is what those spells were, and we start with these. But I guess everybody gets access to these, but we just start with them, which I'm meh. I mean, it's good to get, but I mean, really, if you don't want to be spending 30 gold right off the bat. I mean, it just wouldn't make any sense. So actually starting with those techs is kind of meh, to be quite honest. What's this do? There's like little icons here now. Let me zoom in. Look, oh, okay, it shows that they're melee. Oh, you're in a forest. I'm in a forest. There's melee. I got some kind of arrow doing something. Right, if I target this guy... No, target this guy. How does that work? I want you to heal this guy. Okay, you attack him. You just back up. I want you to do something. See, in the alpha, you could use your support right-click on the unit, and it would sometimes do heals on them. Unless there's a spell somewhere that I'm not noticing. I don't think so. Whatever. Just attack this guy then. Whatever, man. What do you want me to do? Okay, get out of there. Good. I like there's that there's a little arrow, though. I'm not sure what these mean. Not an arrow, but a... Jesus Christ, we almost lost another unit. Okay, well, we're going to need some healing. But, you know what? It's always good to get rid of the not the major, the minor factions that are close to you right away, because if you wait too long, eventually they're just going to have so many units roaming, and eventually they will start attacking you. At least from what I remember from the alpha. So that's my strategy, really, is that I see them and I'll go after them. And plus, you know, we could right now assimilate them, which if we go here, empty slot, we don't have the required what's this called again? God damn it, I forget the name. It's gonna drive me nuts. From city. What's it called though? Where are the resources? Fids. What's this called again? Influence. Alright, that's what it is. Influence, I forgot. Anyways. Yeah, so we can't assimilate because we don't have enough influence right now, but I just want to see what this minor faction does. Plus 5% building production cost. Reduction on city. Cool, I like that. 5% building production cost reduction per pacified. Right, so the more we get pacified Ursa's village. Okay, so now they've changed that. It used to be just minor factions, but to get the bonus now, it has to be other minor factions of this particular race, which is the Ursas, or Ursas, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm really not good at pronouncing names, so forgive me, please. Okay, so there we go. This turn is taking long because I am just trying to get my bearings straight here on how to play. There's a resource here. There's a gold deposit. Now, usually my strategy is I want as much land as possible, because in this game, in my opinion, land is everything, because it works by region, and you can only have one city per region. I know other people have mentioned that they find it quite strong early on to maybe just stay with one region and just build your district and make a mega city that can pump out units and production, which I've tested and works well, and I like that idea. So I'm going to try to combo this. I'm going to go for one region real quick as soon as we're able to settle, and then I will work on megafying, if you will, the capital. I want at least 2 regions, because let's not forget we're on a continent now. It's a 2-continent world, so let's assume it's a 4-player game. So let's assume that there's 2 factions on each continent. We don't want to let our opponent get too strong with all the regions on our continent. So I think that's the strategy I will employ. How come I don't see any... Okay, there is a thing here, so we're going to go to this ancient rune here. Ancient rune. It's not called an ancient rune. I'm thinking of Civilization 5 right now, but whatever they're called, I forget what they're called, actually. Right, enough babbling on, man. It feels like this turn's been going on forever here. Right, so we got that. That's fine. We'll battle with the thing, right? The smiths. And that should be it for this turn. So let's end our turn. Usually the first turn shouldn't take this long. It's just as I'm talking, I'm trying to refresh my memory on how things work. Okay, so we got a quest that just activated. These are the story quests, if I'm not mistaken. So they want us to parley with at least 2 villages to gather more information about your brother's death. About your brother's death, probably is what they mean. But okay. Parley with at least 2 villages. Oh, I have to parlay, but that's if I'm not mistaken, parlaying is an actual thing. Language square. Unlocks the army action parlay. See, I never go for this. But since it's part of our quest right now and emeralds is a thing, I guess I might as well tech for it since it's a quest. What's this stuff do? Pillar of Knowledge. Oh, cool. So there's like battle spells and also like strategic world map spells. Again, costing money, and again, at least from my experiences, you don't want to be spending your money right away on this kind of stuff. You want to basically build up just to be able to have enough money to rush build the cheapo, easy to rush build buildings so that you can focus your production on more important things like a bigger military or maybe a district thing. But what do they do? So +2 science on district for 10 turns. Well, let's see, that makes more sense. I mean, 40 gold for something that lasts 10 turns, which is 2 extra science on this particular district. Oh, on district. Right, so if we have multiple districts, this gets even stronger. And if it stays 40 cost, right, okay, so if you have like 3 or 4 districts on your city, this is like freaking awesome, actually. That's like, might actually be a little bit overpowered, but I like that idea. And this one, -50% movement on unit. Why would I want to do that? I have to cast it on someone? -50% movement on unit. Pillar of Speed. The dust magic around this pillar grants passing mages an extra fleetness of foot, reducing movement cost. Oh, okay, it reduces movement cost of terrain. Okay, 50% okay, I guess, I don't know, I guess that makes sense that way. Okay, cool, but again, I'm not willing to spend my money right now on this. So we got unit here that can move. I'm not sold on our starting location, actually. Actually, I have to manage once we've grown. Let me go back in there. We're going to grow in 1 turn. If I move you here, no, it's 2 turns. Whoops. Let's. I really love this aspect of the game, by the way. This whole managing thing. You know, this game honestly is freaking amazing. Like seriously, I am completely blown away by this. It's so simple yet very. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's simple, but yet requires, you know, a certain amount of strategy to master, I guess. I mean, it's not just. I don't know. I'm horrible at explaining things. Hopefully you understand what I mean. If you've played the game, you probably do know, and you could probably maybe comment and, you know, tell me the words I'm trying to say that I can't think of right now, because by no means am I some kind of verbalist person that knows how to speak properly. Okay, so this turn we will be grabbing this here. Let's search this for clues. Okay, cool. 30 dust. I like that. Are we close to teching this? No, it's not in this view that I have to go. I have to actually go back to my city view. Actually, no, it doesn't have to be the city view. It's right here. So 5 turns for seat of storage. Wow, we're teching horribly. We're teching horribly. But again, the last time I played this game, I took the faction that's really good at teching. So, plus they might have modified because I found that it was too quick and easy to tech the first, you know, era 1 of the tech tree. And I'm glad that they. Your search for location is worth the effort, right? Okay. So I'm glad that maybe they've adjusted that, actually. The population of Shem has grown to 2. Nice. So let's go in here and customize. Now, 6 turns to grow again. We're 4 turns away from building this. I'm definitely going to go for an immediate settler. Then again, this is 10 turns now. It's just way too long to purchase. So what we're going to do... I mean, I guess I could burrow, but... We are at 60% happiness. That's not too bad. Have they adjusted this, by the way? Like burrows. What do the burrows do now? So it's -10 happiness on city, but you get plus 15% per level on city. So as far as I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, you need 3 districts to level up. So that includes your main district. So if we were to burrow 2 more times, that would be -30 happiness, but then we get plus 15, so technically it'd only be -15 happiness, right? Or is it 4? It might be 4 districts. I'll have to check that out, but or maybe you can just comment and let me know. I seriously forget. I was never really good at understanding that concept of the game, actually, but someone had explained to me how it worked very nicely, actually, in my other LP game, and I just completely forgot. I think it's 3. I think it's 3 districts for the level up. But so obviously, yeah. So that's still the same. I guess they feel that that's the right amount of happiness. So I mean, it makes sense to burrow through. I mean, if you go on a burrow run with a city, you might as well do it so that the city actually levels up, so that it negates a lot of the unhappiness. At least that's my theory on the whole thing. Because you also get +2 gold, science, influence, and defense cap, +5 defense cap per level. Yeah, apparently they added militias in this game, or improved militias. So I don't know if the city starts... Oh yeah, right there, we have militias in our city guarding. They can't come out, but we do have defenses here, which is good, because I noticed that in the alpha it was really easy to just catch an AI off guard and just basically walk in the city, take over the city, which reminded me of Civ 4, and I don't like that. I think it's a little bit cheesy, so having, a forced defense in there that is automatically in there is very good. Can we select all? No, we can't do anything. Good, so they're permanently there. Again, I'm babbling on too much here, so let's go ahead and, well, which direction do we want to go in is the question. Do I go back up? Do I go back down? You know what, I'm just going to beeline to the other side of the continent just to know where the coast starts and ends, rather, because that's what I usually do. What's this? That's another ancient rune, right? We're going to go there, absolutely. Can I grab it? Nice. Good, more money. Excellent. What's this? Oh, you've leveled up. Excellent. So let's inspect you. Ooh, looks like they've changed things here. Defense on unit defense. Aha! So they've changed it. It wasn't defense before. It was movement, which is what I took all the time, because for their first unit hero, you kind of want to make it a scout. Then again, maybe it had something to do with the type of hero it is. Maybe support characters get different things now. I'm not sure. Improve search on rune. Actually, I'm probably going to do that, since we are going to find a lot of ancient runes, or runes rather, with this character. What's this do? Right, if we wanted to park the city, or this character in the city, this would obviously be the way to go. Then this will lead us to here. +2 reinforcement position on army size. Cool, I like that. You could make a bigger army, right? You can add +2, is that what they mean? And then it brings you all the way here. 1 attack on unit, 2 attack, he gets stronger that way. Here's some experience. What does this do here? Initiative on unit, right? You know what? I might go for the ancient rune. Not the ancient rune, but the search on runes. There's actually 2 levels of it. Oh, it can improve it even more. I'm not sure I'll double it, though. I might go straight to this one for experience, which is meh, actually, now that I think of it. But we kind of have no choice now unless I go this route. But defense on unit, I'm not too keen on that. It's just defense on the unit itself. We have a support unit, so if we had like I guess an infantry unit, it might make more sense. What's this doing there? Right. So I guess we'll go this route. I might skip right to this one for the initiative boost, because the initiative's awesome. They've completely removed the movement thing. This used to be movement, and they completely removed it. So it's going to slow the pace down. I guess that's a good way to balance the game. But anyways, we'll go with this. Improve search on runes. I have no objections with this. So let's do that. Minimize this. What's this? I said minimize. Okay, that's it. And you know what? It's time for a cut in this episode. Sorry I talked so much, but the next episode we'll definitely play more, and I'll talk less and focus more on actually doing things, because 3 turns in a half hour doesn't seem like all that many turns. But again, I haven't played the game in a while, and I was just trying to remember how the mechanics work. But again, this game, I'm in total awe with this game. It's currently in beta, so if you purchased the game already and weren't aware that it's in beta, well, you are now, and I suggest that you start playing it. It's again, I mean, this game is freaking awesome. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you all next time.